Time for a special winter edition of Ask the Garden Guy. Our garden expert, Derek Thomas with Thomas Landscapes, joins us now to answer questions from viewers about outdoor flower and plant care in these cold winter months. Hello.
Hey, how are you, Allison?
Okay, we've got three good questions.
Yeah,
so.
we do. And you know, the viewers have been putting some good questions, and these are three really good ones.
Okay, so we don't mean to not answer anybody, but these are the ones we're doing today.
And please keep sending them.
And please keep sending them. Now, should I cover my pansies since the winter has been colder than normal is the first question.
Well, you know, the thing about pansies are they are a true biannual plant. And even though this plant has been definitely beat down by the snow and the ice that we've been having, the plant is thoroughly ready for spring. So once spring comes, it will bounce back. Covering the pansy, the most important thing is actually to cover the soil.
Okay.
So the plant itself is going to be just fine. It'll withstand snow. Even last year when we had all those big snowstorms, people that had put out pansies, the plants were just fine once we get into spring. So you don't need to cover the leaves of the pansy, but yes, the soil.
All right, and no need to prune.
No need to prune them either.
All right. This is a question about mums.
Right.
Are you ready? And this is not my plant for my own house. Okay. This viewer says, I have mums that are still in bloom. Should I leave them alone or do I need to prune the blooms off?
Right, and this actually is a plant from my house.
Okay,
no, you read it right.
Okay.
This is actually a plant from my house.
I don't believe it.
And it was, but it was in bloom right before the holidays. And the mums bloomed late this year. We had that early cold.
Okay.
And what happens is if the buds are ready to go, the plant's going to hold on to them until it can bloom. Now, down below, you see all that live growth down there. What you want to do is you can cut this off. If you don't feel like getting out into the garden right now, then, you know, don't worry about it. The plant will come back come spring.
What about aesthetically speaking?
Well, you know, aesthetically speaking, if it's bothersome, then go ahead and do that. But then things like this camellia I just took out of the garden. You can see that it's a fall bloomer. Once again, the early frost nipped it in the bud. But as soon as it warms up, this plant is going to give you more blossoms. So why cut that off?
Okay.
You know, and basically you're running in and out of the house right now. So, you know, if it's unaesthetically, you know, if it's
making you crazy.
If it's making you crazy, go ahead and prune it back.
Okay.
But if not, keep in mind, Mother Nature works these things out.
She is, so all that. Okay. Last one is about tulips. I found some tulips I forgot to plant. Is it too late to plant them now?
Absolutely not. If you have bulbs or if you find a garden center that has bulbs on sale, you can absolutely plant them as long as the ground is not frozen. As we were talking about, there's a little bit of a heat wave coming up. And you see these bulbs here, what you should be looking for is that the bulbs are nice and plump and also that they have, you know, roots coming out of the bottom there.
Okay.
That's a good sign that the bulb is good. So if you've got some bulbs that you found that you did not plant, go ahead and get them in. One of the tricks is that if you plant them now, your neighbors are going to be asking you in spring, how come your tulips or daffodils or whatever are flowering much later than anybody else's?
Okay.
Because the bulb needs a certain amount of time to grow its root structure. So putting them in a couple of months behind means that in May or June, you may have some tulips.
All right. Now, how do you know if it's a skinny bulb?
Well,
we don't have any more time. I just want to know.
One of the things is that if the bulb is hard and crispy, that's nice and plump.
Gotcha.
Or if it's soft and it smells, you know the bulb is no good.
It smells good. That's a good sign. In many things. All right. Derek Thomas of Thomas Landscapes, thank you so much. Always great advice.
Thank you.
We're going to answer the day's trivia question after the break. And if you have a question.